We hope you and your family are staying safe in this extraordinarily challenging time in Lebanon. Help us understand the overall impact, though. What does Nasrallah's death mean for the region and for broader regional power dynamics?
Well, first of all, the death of Nasrallah changes the power relationships in Lebanon. Now the political center in Lebanon has collapsed. You know, over the past years, Hezbollah controlled Lebanese politics, mainly because of their military component. Now that Israel succeeded in decimating Hezbollah, now the Lebanese are demanding restructuring the political system. I don't know if this can be done peacefully, quietly or not, but normally what we know from third world countries that underwent such drastic developments in a short period, usually we end up having a civil strife. I hope this will not happen in Lebanon.
And of course, we're watching the situation in Lebanon, but more broadly, how do you expect Israel to capitalize on this momentum? We're already seeing fresh strikes in Yemen. Will we see an Israeli ground invasion in Lebanon, or even a step further, will we see Israel targeting assets in Iran, for example?
Well, it goes without saying that the Israelis need to keep up the momentum of the past 10 days or so. Without a ground incursion, it would be impossible to eradicate Hezbollah. Now, Hezbollah is leaderless. They lost their political and military command, and it is convenient for them to strike into Lebanon. I think Israel will eventually mount a limited campaign in southern Lebanon, control border areas, and then move all the way to the birthplace of Hezbollah, that's in the northern Bekaa Valley, which straddles the Syrian border. This is very important in order to wean Lebanon from Syria and Iranian support, which would eventually entice Syrian President Bashar Assad to normalize relations with Israel.
Just on that point, is there anything or any force that would act to stop a ground invasion in Lebanon at this point?
Well, I don't know if the U.S. is in a position to stop the Israelis. I understand that the Biden administration opposes such a move, fearing that it might lead to a broader regional war. But I would dismiss a regional war. I don't think Iran would take part in any military, in any hostile activity against Israel. So I believe that the Israelis can launch such an offensive with impunity.
And you say the appetite for escalation in Iran is limited. What makes you say that?
Well, Iran created proxies in the Middle East to fight on its behalf. Iran understands the power relationships between it and Israel on the one hand, and between it and Israel and the U.S. And Iran understands that in the event of a confrontation with Iran, the U.S. will rush to support Israel against Iran. So Iran will never intervene. That's why it created proxies to fight on its behalf.